we're starting.
I vlog.
We're starting today's or this week's vlog from the car. We're on our way to Round Top, which is a little town here in Texas, and it is very well known for its antique furniture and little stores, right?
It's the biggest convention of vintage furniture and antique furniture dealers. They come from all over the world twice a year.
Exactly. Well, no, they're there all year, but twice a year, once in the fall and once in the spring, there's this big fair that happens, and artisans from all over the world basically come and set up shop. So we've been going for the last 2 years. Jake has been going for a lot longer than me, and you get to find lots of treasures. A lot of things in our house are from there. So we are spending this Saturday hunting for some treasures. It's also my first time wearing my new city boots. Ooh, and I'm so obsessed with them. I got to custom make them. I got to put the state of Texas on it, and then on the outside I got my new initials, which is great because we got married yesterday. So usually when we go to the fair, we have specific things in mind that we're looking for. Last year actually we got one of my favorite pieces that I was initially skeptical about, but Jake called it from the beginning. We found this insane credenza. We wanted to switch up in our TV room.
Tell them where it was from.
You tell them.
From Mallorca.
From Mallorca.
A nice dealer there.
Basically on our way out, so we didn't find what we were looking for, and then on our way out, we were already in the car driving out, and then Jake from the corner of his eye literally spotted this credenza inside somebody's shop. So we pulled up and ended up buying it, and it completely changed our room, and yeah, that was a good find. So today, looking for a bunch of stuff. First one being, I want this like antique library. I don't really know how to describe it, but there's an area at the top of the stairs that go to our basement that is kind of ugly right now, and I think that it could use like a cool piece of furniture, so we took measurements for that. And then I'm looking for a light fixture for my office, as well as a piece of art. I'm not really fixated on the piece of art because I don't know that this is the right place to find one, but I'm just keeping my eyes open for something. Anything else you're looking for?
We're gonna help out our neighbors.
Yeah, we're gonna help out our neighbors. So they told us some stuff that they're looking for, so we're gonna keep an eye out for that and send them photos. And I think a cool lamp or some sort of small stuff is always interesting, so definitely always on the lookout for that as well. Welcome to Round Top. It's so pretty out here, just like huge lawns and lots of trees. What I consider to be a very, very, very successful Round Top trip. Maybe one of the most successful. We got 3 things. We got a runner rug for our bedroom. We got a little stool, again for our bedroom, that matches the wood in the master, and then we got, I think, both of our favorite purchase, which is a pretty large 1960s coffee table from Mexico. This is from a Turkish artisan, and then the rug is just a Moroccan rug. And we also had arguably one of the best sandwiches I've ever had in my life. We went to this little food truck called Caroline's or Caroline's.
Caroline's.
No, because they had a Y, no? They had the best turkey sandwich I've ever had in my life on a brioche, kind of like croissant bun, which was insane. And then I also went to Double D Ranch, which I put videos of in earlier, the only clothing store I went. Round Top in general has some really good vintage finds. Double D is a brand on its own. They do have some vintage pieces. Like there were a lot of vintage cowhide and fringe jackets and Carhartt denim. I didn't buy anything vintage. I got 2 shirts and a skirt that I'm obsessed with, and it's like the kind of OG cowgirl brand, so very happy about that. Now we're on our way home, debating whether or not to go back to ACL tonight. Yesterday we got married and then we had dinner, and then we went to ACL just for an after party, so not any actual performance, although we did catch the end of Luke Combs, which was really nice. So we have some friends performing today, and Jake really wants to go. Probably gonna end up going with him, but I don't know. I could also just chill.
It's Austin City Limits, featuring Zed's Dead. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
Hello. We finally put out the stuff we got from Round Top, and I thought I would show you guys because I'm so happy with our finds. So this is the coffee table I was telling you guys about. It is from the 1960s and it is from Mexico. It needs a good dusting because it's quite dirty, but it's here, and so is Jack's. And then the rest of the things we got are actually downstairs. But wait, actually, this is what we got last year that I was telling you guys about in the car. So this is the TV console that we found last year that's from Mallorca. And it's just so beautiful. Oh, also this vase has a funny story. It's also an antique. I don't know where it's from or what year, but I got it at like an antique shop here in Austin. And the funny story about it is that when I got it, I thought it was such a huge deal because I was getting it for Jake and for his house at the time in Austin, which was not my house because I think we were dating for like a year. I don't really know what the best way to explain this is, but I was just like, back in my day, a very like non-committal person, definitely gave guys a hard time. Like there's no way I would leave a toothbrush, a lip balm, an earring everywhere. I would just kind of like disappear. So when I got this vase, even though it had been like a year of dating, I was like, that was like a huge move of me. Like I don't live in this house, but I contributed something to it. And like I'm leaving some, I don't think I'm explaining this well, but just at the time, to me, that was like the first time I had ever actually, I mean, I'd bought boyfriends and stuff gifts before, but there's something about being in someone's space, in like the era I was in, that I was like, okay, maybe I'm like actually in this relationship. Jake is gonna watch this and kill me. But anyway, I thought it was funny to tell you guys because I also see it every day because my closet room is right there and I literally just walk past it every single day and it just makes me smile. So we've come a long way. We've come a long way. No more commitment issues here. We're literally married, which also I didn't really tell you guys about. I kind of just threw it on you, both on Instagram and here. I think I'm gonna do like a full dedicated video about why I decided to elope and just like a Q&A and how wedding planning is going and all of that. You guys have been asking me, so I definitely feel like I owe you a sit down like that. But the TLDR, long story short, we are doing a humongous wedding next year in Greece and really wanted to do something just the two of us. And we're both young, so we wanted to do something that felt like young and fun and just us. So we just went down to the Courthouse. My clothes were literally not even ironed. I mean, I knew I was gonna go that day, but I don't know, I just didn't like plan it well at all. And we just, oh my God. Trying to open these shades. And then Jake was just wearing a t-shirt, which I got so much negative feedback about on Instagram. Everyone is like, why is he wearing a t-shirt? I'm like, it is literally 40 degrees Celsius outside. So there's no way he's wearing a button down. And also I was wearing a tank top underneath my blazer. I was just wearing that wrinkled blazer over it so it looked put together. And then we went to a festival and just had a great time and we're just kids even though we're not kids, and it was perfect. So that's why he was wearing a t-shirt, guys. It's not that deep. But okay, let's go to my second purchase from Round Top, which is this little boucle stool. This is actually in the wrong place in the room because our housekeeper was vacuuming today, but it is this walnut wood stool with the boucle pillow, and it is in our bedroom because it perfectly matches that boucle chair, which is what this is a footstool for. And then it also matches our bed, which is this walnut color. So that's the second thing that I got. For the third and last purchase, we're gonna have to go down to the basement. So we have a guest room down here, and it's not very cozy, let's just say that. And so actually this is another purchase from Round Top last year. I just really liked it, so we got it and it's here. This year we got this rug. So this is the guest room closet, and as you can tell, the floor is like a basement floor, so it's not very warm. And so we got this little runner rug to go here. And yeah, unfortunately we do have clothes in the guest room closet, which is not very nice, but there's still enough room for people to put stuff, so I feel like that's fine. I'm actually going to go back to Round Top tomorrow because the actual fair that I like going to begins actually no, it began today. So Round Top is like an area that always has antique shops and stuff like that, but twice a year there's a huge fair and artisans from all over the world basically come and sell their furniture and their antiques there. It's called the Marburger Fair, and then because of that, so many other shops do pop-ups and stuff like that during that week. I am going to drive there with my friend Danielle, so that will be another little fun road trip. Okay guys, I've waited so long to do this haul. I literally filmed this for last week's vlog and all the audio got entirely cut off. So yeah, I think we should first start with the most recent purchases. So most recently, I bought this beautiful top from Double D Ranch at Round Top. And I also got, oops. How cute is this little shopping bag? I also got this button down from them, and it's like a classic Western cowboy shirt with the pearl buttons. I also got this skirt from them, but they didn't have my size in stock, so I ordered it, and it actually just got delivered today. I have been eyeing this skirt like a similar version of the skirt on Ralph Lauren, and it's maybe like 30 times the price. And this, I also tried it on in person, and it just was not right, and it was priced really high, and I didn't think the quality was that good. And I saw this skirt for literally like a 10th, a 30th of the price at Double D Ranch, and it is such better quality, and it fits so perfectly. And so I'm actually gonna put this on for you guys now. How amazing is this skirt? It's so beautiful. The material is amazing. It's like cotton and lace, and it's real lace, real cotton. It's double lined, so there is this like jersey lining inside, which makes it perfect for fall, spring, winter. You can wear this in the winter with like boots, but you can also wear it in the summer with like a tank top or this top. Honestly, this is like an insanely perfect outfit to me, and I'm just so happy with my purchase. I decided to start playing the Hermes game in the US because frankly, I cannot wait to be going to Europe every time and like trying to figure out my way around a bag. I do not intend on buying things I do not want or need, but if there are stuff that I want or need, I will be purchasing it with the same sales associate, and hopefully I get a bag eventually. But these riding boots I've wanted for so long, and everybody needs a good fall boot. So now they're mine. I got was this Twilly. I actually don't own a Twilly. I'm not a Twilly girl at all. I think they kind of like, I don't want to say they ruined the bag because there's some girls that wear them so well, but they're just not for me. However, there's this new Twilly going around. I mean, it's not really new anymore. I think it's maybe been going around for a year or two, but it has these fringe tassels that are actually leather. And I just think this is so special and super Western. And I'm in like my Western era. I feel like the rest of my life is going to be a Western era because I'm a Texas girl now. But this Twilly absolutely does not match my one Hermes bag. It's black and burgundy and green. I envision that in my future there will be a black Birkin. And this is where this Twilly will be going once in a while, not all the time. I feel like I should wear the boots with this outfit to show you guys because it's like a perfect match. How cool is this? Like, this to me is just cool, girl. This is the most classic riding boot one could own. And I also do want to get into riding. I actually had my whole setup figured out of starting to take riding lessons here in Austin, and I tore my ACL and then I couldn't do it anymore. So there is a point in my near future where that is going to happen. I don't know that I would wear these Hermes boots to my riding lesson though, because they're just too nice, but who knows, you never know. The thing I bought actually also arrived today from My Teresa, which My Teresa is far superior from any other shopping platform. They deliver everything, if not the next day, the following. I did not own a black belt with gold hardware, so now I do. It is overpriced and from the row, but it is a black belt with gold hardware. Like, I'm gonna have this belt forever. Next thing, also from the row. Oof. These are out here because they're too big, but I will show you guys. I got my regular size and it was way too big, but pair of black jeans, also from the row. Obsessed. Okay, next up we have these Loro Piana ballerina flats. These are so cute. These are suede, brown, and burgundy. I have not seen any shoe that looks like this or with this coloring ever. I love brown, I love burgundy, I love suede. I love this ballerina. I already have it in a different color, in a soft leather. So these for me were kind of like a no-brainer. I will say they run small, so I'm a size 39 and these are really tight on me. So the reason I still have them here in their box is because I'm waiting for the larger size, and I'm going to exchange. I think this is all for shoes. I do have these Uggs that I got. I was never an Ugg girl ever, but I don't know, I felt like it this fall, and I'm so obsessed with them. They're so cutie, and I could wear these like doing random shit and going to Pilates, so love that for me. Okay, I accidentally lied. I do have more shoes. I got these Victoria Beckham mules. I was influenced by them by Tamara, who I'm obsessed with, and I buy everything she says. So these I haven't worn yet, but super cute. I did not buy either of these boots, but I wanted to show you because they are new to my fall wardrobe. I just received them as part of gifting from City Boots a couple weeks ago, and I've already worn these a few times. I wore them a few times. They're like, I've had them maybe for 2 weeks, and I wore them to ACL, I wore them to Round Top, and then these they sent me maybe last week and I have not worn yet. But if you're looking for really good cowboy boots, City Boots is definitely my favorite brand. Okay, sorry. I actually got these shoes too. So these are the new YSL pumps. I think they're new. Excuse my eating. Brown color. Soft leather. Don't have brown shoes. I don't know why, but now I do. I want to show you my last two accessories. So one are these really cool Bottega aviators. Also got these on my Teresa. They're gold frame, rose gold lenses. I actually think that aviators make me look crazy. They make people look cool. They make me look crazy. But these ones, sometimes I put them on and I think they make me look crazy. And then other times I put them on and I think they make me look amazing. Like right now, I feel like I look good, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to put these back. Anytime I put them on going anywhere, I'm like, what the hell? And then the other thing is this Bottega Campana bag. There's currently a bunch of random things in here. Oh my god. No way. My charger. I couldn't find this. What is it doing in my bag? It is not lined, which I like. I know some people do not like that, but I like it because that means it does not get dirty. It does not have any pockets. It just has a magnet closure. And it also has a little tie thing here, so you can tie it if you want. Do I think this is a good purchase? Yes. I think this bag is a classic, even though it just came out. It is the classic intrecciato leather that Bottega does. It is a classic shape. It is a classic size. There's no hardware. It's very simple. This is never going to age. I did say on my TikTok that I did not think the Bottega Andiamo is a classic. I own an Andiamo, and so this is not shade to the Andiamo. I love the Andiamo. I think if you want to buy it and you love it, you shouldn't care about what's a classic. You should care about what you like, and you shouldn't care about what's trendy. You should just care about what you like. But for some reason, me saying that it's not a classic really sparked a lot of controversy in the comments and had a lot of people's feelings hurt, which I understand to a degree, because if you spend so much money, thousands of dollars, buying a bag, and then you hear this stupid girl on TikTok saying your bag is not a classic, like maybe you'd be upset. I don't think you should be upset because it's beautiful and it is an amazing bag, but it's not a classic. I'm sorry. It is a structured bag. Structured bags are not always, a classic means something that never goes old, that never represents the era in which it came out, and it is something that throughout the ages will always look timeless. And so a structured bag is not always going to be in. It is of a certain era. Additionally, the hardware that it has also signifies a specific era. Like, hardware is not always going to be in. Sometimes there's going to be no hardware. Like, we had all the Bottega bags with like the chains and stuff. So for those reasons, I do not think it is a classic. Don't come after me. It's not a bad thing. Okay? All right, we're done with the accessories. we're gonna get into clothes and then I'm going to style everything else that I haven't already styled. Another thing I got from Loro Piana is this really amazing tobacco sweater. It's so cute. Guys, look at the buttons. They have like little horses. I love it because it has a touch of burgundy, but then it also has black and dark green threading. So I find it so chic. And I also really think that the polo neck sweater is going to be a big trend right now. I mean, it's not trendy in any way, but it's just like coming back. A couple more things from the row. So first one is this really beautiful cashmere long sleeve. This is so buttery. I was really going back and forth on this purchase because you can find something similar at Intimissimi, but this, even the quality of this, because I have the Intimissimi ones, is so much better. And I also preferred this neck over the boat neck that the Intimissimi ones have. Last thing from the row are these chocolate brown corduroy pants that are currently covered in my dog's hair, but they're super dark brown. And the corduroy is really light. They actually fit really well on the body and they're not bulky at all. These are amazing. I have another pair of brown pants also covered in my dog's hair. I'm really sorry about that, but we just cannot avoid it. These I got on My Teresa. The brand is called Jardin des Orangères. This is a new discovery for me in terms of a brand. I had seen their pants a lot on the new arrivals section. They are 100% cashmere, super buttery. They look like sweatpants, but they're not. So these are actually pants you can wear to the office, but they are elastic and they are basically sweatpants, but they mimic a regular trouser with like the lining and everything. So you'll see better once I put them on. But if you work in an office, you need these. Like, I cannot imagine anything I would rather be wearing in the office during winter months, like honestly. I placed a quite large LilySilk order, but I think the company is based in the UK, so it hasn't been very fast to get my packages. I did get one of the tops that I ordered, and it's this cashmere t-shirt, and it's so pretty and just so well done. So I love this. It's the first thing I bought from LilySilk, and I think it's great. Then the last thing that I got, Ralph Lauren had a sale, and I think it was called the Friends and Family sale. Everything was 30% off, and I got this polo blazer that is so beautiful. And I actually don't have a blazer in this color. I have tons of brown blazers, and obviously solid black ones, but I don't have one like this. I'm not really sure what you call like this kind of pattern. I know it has a name. I do not know the name, but this one is so chic. Okay, we are going to try everything on. We have our full black outfit from the row. I'm sorry guys, but it's worth it. Like, this cashmere top is so gorgeous. It fits so well. The belt is perfect. The jeans, like I said, are a size too big, so I'm waiting for the smaller size. I think you can kind of tell on the butt and on how long they are, but the fit is just so sick. All of my black denim is either too oversized or too straight-legged and tight. Like the Kate Danielle jeans are so tight around the waist. Like, I can barely breathe when I'm wearing them. It is uncomfortable to wear them to dinner, no matter how flattering they are. So to me, this is just like a sick outfit, and it's so simple. There's nothing special about it, but there's just something about wearing really good quality clothing that makes you feel super elevated. So I'm going to put on this one that I just got so you guys can see it. I would probably wear this with like black boots, honestly. Although it's really cool with the burgundy shoes as well, because I think it pulls out a little bit of like a dark green hue on the blazer. Just the tailoring from Ralph Lauren, it doesn't get any better. They do a good blazer better than most. I quickly threw on this LilySilk top. I think this is amazing. It is very good quality, much more affordable for full cashmere than honestly most brands. It does not feel the same. Like this cashmere from the row feels better, but this feels really good. I put on the brown row corduroy pants, and these pants are actually insane. I think from all the stuff clothing wise that I'm showing you, this is definitely my favorite piece. I think it's really special. I think it's really hard to find in like a cheaper version, contrary to the tops. Contrary to a good black pair of jeans, it's extremely hard to do corduroy well. I used to own a pair of pants that I eventually gave away because they're just too thick and the shape just never works. I think we should try on the Loro Piana sweater too. So this I would wear during the day, but also at night for like a cozy dinner. And oh my god, obsessed. There's so many different ways you could wear this. I'd probably wear it the most with sneakers or loafers and like a jean during the day. The coloring on this, I don't really know if you can even see it well on camera, but the fabric is so soft and beautiful, and then you get like these green threads, and there's something really special about it. I mean, obviously it's a freaking Loro Piana sweater, so it's special and it will last me forever. Okay, I'm gonna show you this Double D Ranch shirt right now. You could wear this outfit with the shirt, but I personally would not. This is like a ranch shirt. It's very light. It's not too oversized. I think a lot of button downs can be really oversized and you kind of lose shape in them, or they're like tucks button downs and they're really tight and they're supposed to go inside your pants. So I really like this. Changed into the cashmere pants I was telling you guys about that look like sweatpants but are more like suit pants. And do you see what I'm saying? The cut is very like elegant, straight, and well done. You have the suit pant lining in the front and on the sides, but this is legit a sweatpant also at the same time, although nobody would be able to tell but you. Okay, so how would I wear this? Probably at some sort of work event or dinner. You can wear this with pumps because it's definitely long enough to wear with a heel. Also probably would wear a blazer. I envision also like an oversized bag and some cool sunnies, and this is like such an elegant look. But you can also wear this with flats because it's not too long, so it's not going to drag wherever you're walking. I think I like this better with the flats. I think it falls a lot better, at least for me. And how cute are these flats? I love a double toned shoe. So I used to not be very into Halloween, but something has changed in me in the last 3 years, and I have increasingly gotten more into Halloween. So I ordered some stuff from Amazon to kind of decorate our house. And I want to go to HomeGoods this week. These are hilarious. I got these cocktail napkins that are like these funny ghosts. These, what are these? Oh, they're like kitchen towels. There's a hilarious one in here that I got for Jake, who has no idea I'm about to Halloween decorate the whole house. So I'm not sure how he's gonna feel about that, but he's gonna like it whether he likes it or not. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, this is it. I got this to put in his office. How funny is this? I'm obsessed. When I saw that, it literally cracked me up. I got these napkin holders because we don't have any like napkin rings, and it really annoys me when I'm setting the table not to have napkin rings. Oh my god, these are so fun. They're like these tiny little jack-o'-lanterns, and you just put like a little candle in them. So I think I'm just gonna put them outside the house and light them up at night. I thought they had an electric little flame, so you don't have to manually do it. Maybe it's somewhere in here. Oh my god. Wait, this is actually so cute. This is peeling, so I don't want to lift it up and trash my entire rug, but I'm gonna show you. It's this entry mat that's Halloween-y, and it's so cool and fun. I don't know why I'm whispering because he's not here, but we're putting this on his desk. Wahahaha. Hi! We're getting gas and we're going to Round Top and
change their status to single. So satisfying.
we're going. I'm driving the truck. I have never driven the truck such a long distance, so we'll see how it goes. You about this sandwich last time. This is it in real life, and it's so good, and Danielle's gonna have it for the first time.
Wow.
Yum.
Mm-hmm. That's like a Marry Me sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Croissant is just superior.
Mm-hmm. It's also like not a store-bought croissant.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's actually from like a bakery.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you think of the fair?
There's like so much to look at.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that I would have found a swan, but you know, she wasn't there. We got a Gladys instead. That ostrich looked mean.
That was huge.
It was massive.
Wasn't that like, that must have been, what, 8 feet tall?
Mm-hmm.
10? Yeah. Are they actually that big, or was that just that one big?
No, I think all ostriches are like massive. I think coming in with like a plan too is helpful, because then you're like, okay, this is really cool, but I don't need to buy it, and then figure out like where I put it in my house, you know.
Also, sleeping here,
Yeah.
because you get 2 days, and there's so many amazing places to eat, and the
And then
hotels are
you
really
can
cute.
think on what you want to buy.
Market Hill, that's up the street, is amazing, and so is the Horseshoe. Hi. Aww, I want one. I just got back. We had an amazing road trip, lots of good food. Went back to the sandwich place. It's just so good. We had Bloody Marys, one of them, just one, because we have to drive. Iced tea, I don't know. We just had the best time, and yeah, we didn't really find any furniture, which I was quite disappointed about. I always expect to find something big in terms of what I'm looking for to upgrade in my home at these things, and when I don't, I get disappointed. But I think it's good to remember that the reason why pieces are special, and the reason why it takes time to really build an amazing curation of furniture and things in your home that are special, is because it's not easy. And so from travels and fairs and stuff like that, you slowly get to build a really unique space, if that's what you're into, which is obviously what I am into. If you're not, then you can literally do it overnight. So you won't always find things, and that was really the case today. However, there are a few things that I wanted for the backyard. Outdoor dining table and like by our grill area, because the space there is quite bare and quite modern, which is not really my style. I'm more like rustic bohemian style. So I got this vase. This is actually from Spain, or so they said. It could be from anywhere, honestly. I do not believe that this is old, but the reason why I like this is because it kind of breaks up all the black and white that is going on outside. And because I did just get new outdoor pillows that have a green trim, I think that they're gonna pair really well with the green rim of this vase. And then the next thing I got is for our outdoor table. I wanted a piece to just sit there. And so this apparently is a 100-year-old piece of walnut wood from Afghanistan. And it's all one piece of wood. So if you can see, there are no seams where the wood comes together. So it's just one large piece bent, which I think is really cool. And then it has these birds on the side. So my vision with this is to just place it on our outdoor dining table and just kind of have it sitting there. We obviously cover everything when it rains and stuff, so I'm not really worried about that, but I would maybe place drinks or like cover it in flowers if we're hosting. But I just think it warms up the space. And then I did get something insane, guys. This is not furniture. I think I may have already mentioned that there is a lot of vintage clothing at Round Top, and I found this sickening Ralph Lauren silk jacket. It's quite hard to wear good jackets here in Texas because it barely gets cold at all. It only gets cold like during the winter, and sometimes you really want to layer. You want to wear a jacket and you can't, but something like this is perfect. It is so light. It is 100% silk. I mean, nobody does it better than Ralph Lauren. It is from their black label that was discontinued, I think, like early 2000s. How insane is this coat? I mean, this is wild. It is so good. It's in my favorite colors. It's got the bone buttons that I think are so beautiful. And I wish I could describe to you guys how beautiful and luxurious this feels, but I don't think I can even put it in words. And then you can also tie the collar here and like button it up. It's like this goldish cream beige beauty. Hi guys, I am in the car and I'm about to drive to HomeGoods. That I've actually never been to any of those really large American stores like ever. I've never been to Target, I've never been to HomeGoods, I've never been to Home Depot. What else is there? I think there's like a couple of really big wholesale places. And the reason why is because I always lived in an apartment. I always lived on my own. I just had like my little cute stuff. I never really needed to like care for a house. Also, because of living alone, I never felt the need to kind of decorate for the holidays. I was just having girlfriends over, maybe like max 3 at a time. I was never hosting people. So even though I'm a big holiday person, I never got into the holiday spirit and I never felt inclined to kind of go all out. And since this is my first year spending the holidays and hosting for the holidays at an actual house as an adult, I really feel the inclination to go all out and really create a cozy, homey environment. If you have moved from one place to another, you know that it's really hard to make a place feel like home. And especially I think when we're younger and we're in college or we're kind of like on our own, you don't really feel like doing it or spending the resources to do it. But then when you're in an actual home, whether it's your parents or your friend's parents or like a friend's house, and there's just that really cozy atmosphere, there's truly nothing that beats that. And because now I feel like I'm in the position to be able to provide that for others, I am very excited to be going all out and embracing the holidays and just kind of like, I was always a holiday person, but being like that cozy place for myself, for my family, and for my friends. So with that being said, I'm going on my first adventure to HomeGoods. I don't know what to expect. I expect it to be quite large because everything is huge here. Even the grocery stores are like overwhelmingly big, much bigger than Greece, way bigger than even LA. But anyway, I already got a ton of my pumpkins. So I've decorated my front door, my back door, and then I got a little funny Halloween stuff. I am not really looking for anything specific. I'm just gonna go browse and see how it goes. Maybe I'll find cute stuff, maybe I won't. I also just grabbed some stuff to cook cozy fall recipes. So when I come back home, I can't decide, but I'm either gonna make cinnamon rolls, which are my specialty. I truly think I make the best cinnamon rolls in the world, and so does everybody else who has tried them. So either that, or I'm going to make pumpkin spice challah, because tomorrow is Shabbat, and I do not make challah every Shabbat, but I wanted to make pumpkin bread, and then tomorrow is Shabbat, and I was thinking it could be really cute to do like a pumpkin spice challah. So I don't really know if there's a recipe for that. I'm gonna have to look at it, but I can't imagine it being that hard to figure out. Dinner, and as usual I'm running late. I have tried so hard to work on not being late because I think it's so rude, and I honestly I'm so much better, but I somehow ended up spending a whole hour at HomeGoods. I thought it was going to take me maybe like 20 or 30 minutes, but that was a miscalculation on my part, because obviously I was telling you guys about how huge I was expecting the place to be, which was in fact correct. And so I should have calculated more time, but I didn't. Also, I put some of the pieces in place that I bought simply to see if they match the spaces, so I can return them if not. And obviously before I actually leave them onto the spaces, I'm going to wash everything, because even when I washed my hands when I came back home, they were like black. I think there's just so much stuff in there and so many people, and it's quite old honestly. So yeah, I was thinking about how all out I'm going with these fall decorations, and I'm like, wow, Jake is really getting the wife treatment. We've only been married for 6 days. And I'm already showing up as an A+ wifey. It's so weird to call him my husband, but also it feels so natural. I actually hate the word fiance. I don't know why, but I'm just like, it feels cheesy or trying too hard, like, oh, this is my fiance, oh, my fiance. I don't know. I know some people love it. I was never a fan. And Jake always has called me his wife. So it feels weird because he's actually my husband, and cute because he's actually my husband. And now that he's my husband, I want to call him my boyfriend because I think now that's cuter. So yeah. We have to do a little bag switcheroo. So car keys, wallet, lip balm. I didn't have time to do my makeup once again. I've been quite slow today, I'm not gonna lie. I hate slow people and I hate being slow, and I'm never slow. But my brain has just been all over the place. I missed the turn coming home 3 times. To be fair, I'd never been there before, but still, I had the GPS on. Anywhere caffeine necessary and always my favorite. A little road salty tan. And then I have been breaking out a little bit, but I think if I put anything on top right now, it's probably just gonna crust over because my skin is so dehydrated, so I'm just gonna let it be. My favorite blush in the world is the Patrick Ta and She's Seductive, but I think now during the winter when you don't really want that really sun-kissed look, I have been reaching towards not too much. So also that reason might be because this is untouched while this is messed up. I am making pumpkin spice challah and I'm very excited. I've never made a flavored challah, and so this smells so good. I'm so tempted to just start eating the dough. You don't have to be Jewish to make this in any way. It's just like a really nice sweet bread and kind of a play on the pumpkin bread, which I know a lot of people love making in the fall. I am kneading the dough right now, and I actually don't like using a mixer because I think that when you hand knead the dough, whatever bread that you are making just turns out so much better. And I think there's also like more love behind it as well, and kind of like effort. I really believe that making bread is actually, or any kind of bread, is actually not hard at all. All you need to do is just be really good to the dough. So I'm almost done kneading this. I usually like to knead for 20 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna show you how I do it. This is, I'm pretty sure this is like universal kneading technique, but you have your bread and you just push down on it. You can push down with like this part of your hand and then roll it and then do it again. And then roll it and then do it again. Or you can punch into it. I kind of alternate depending on my stamina. When you start, the bread is super tacky and it kind of sticks, as you can tell, all over your fingers. And then as time passes, it becomes just like juicy and not really that sticky anymore. But you don't want it to be like not sticky at all. You still want it to have, you know, some level of stickiness, and that's what makes it not dry. If you think your dough is too sticky, but you don't want to add more flour, you could just put a little bit of olive oil on your hands and it really helps. Right now, I'm going to pour a little bit of olive oil over this and then cover it with a towel. And the reason I'm doing this literally in the middle of the night is because I like to let my bread rise overnight. A lot of recipes would tell you to let it rise for like 2 hours or so, but I think it's so much better when you actually do it overnight. Okay, I have my bread in the fridge. I really wish it was ready right now because I'm craving like a warm baked good so badly. But anyway, I made myself a little tea. And I'm using my new Halloween mug that I got today. And then I like using this dandelion tea, and I like putting a little bit of whole milk in it, so it's kind of like a latte, but it's like a dessert drink. Good morning, guys. It is Friday and we have our challah that has been raising overnight. This morning I went to Pilates and then I had some calls, and I was kind of letting my challah come to room temperature, so I took it out of the fridge and let it out for a few hours. It is so perfect. I'm ready to braid it. So what we're gonna do is punch all the air out of it. I am going to divide it in 3 pieces and then braid it and then let it rise for a little bit longer and then put it in the oven. I'm watching this show called Old Money on Netflix, and it is so cheesy. It's a Turkish show. I grew up watching Turkish shows with my grandma, and they kind of always played on Greek TV, and they're always really sappy, cheesy love stories, and this one is like Netflix HD edition, and I am obsessed. I mean, it's kind of painful to watch sometimes because of the extreme level of sappiness and like really intense looks, but I think it's so funny. So I'm just gonna sit here and watch that, and I have to go to dinner in 45 minutes, but I've been looking forward to eating this bread all day, and the only right way to eat something like this is on a couch watching something, so.
It's not for me. So listen, you know that place you stay at sometimes in Italy? That little town? Taormina. Right.